Okay, everybody, welcome back to another episode of my little championship show. Today we are going to do some predictions. As of today, it is Saturday. It's the opening day of the season. Okay, so the only game I've seen so far is the Wolves and Blackburn game. I'm not going to do a full list. I'm just going to talk about the playoff spots, the champions, the autos, the relegation. I'm going to give a few extra shout outs to, the near miss. But that is basically what we're going to cover today. So we're going to start off at the bottom end of the table. So relegation. For me, even though they are beating Borough 1-0 right now, which makes me incredibly happy, I have got Lincoln rock bottom. To be honest, I try and watch as much of the EFL as possible, so I keep up with scores and sort of see where teams are and where they're not. Lincoln did really well last year in League One. They absolutely destroyed the league. However, from what I've read and what I've looked into, lots and lots and lots of football fans in League One, or even the Championship fans, or people who've been watching, especially Lincoln fans, a lot of them have said most of their success has come down to their manager. And he's left. He's not there anymore. So they've got a brand new manager in. Their first season in the Championship. It might be their first season ever. I don't know. But the first season, I just don't know they've got enough to make it click. I just think they will go back down. They might come 22nd. They might not come rock bottom. There's obviously going to be that feel factor around the club. First season in the Championship. We're here to make a statement. But I do not know. I do not know how it's going to go. But in my opinion, I think they're going to struggle. I think they will go down. But I think they will come bottom. 23rd, I have got Cardiff, which pains me to say because I really have a feeling that they will stay up. But when I just look at the table, it's so tough to say you're going to go down. But I've got Cardiff. So I've got Cardiff in 23rd. They've done a bit of recruiting. I really like that Salek, however you say his name, that striker, the really tall lad. I think he's a good player. I think Cardiff will do well. I think they'll compete at home pretty well. They've obviously got a few big games. Their first game of the season, Welsh, it's not a derby, but Welsh rivalry in Wrexham. I think they'll do well. I think they're going to try and make a statement in their opening game of the season. But I just don't see the depth in their squad. I don't get the feel that they're going to stay up, unfortunately, for me. It's a tough one for me to talk about again, coming up from League One. Didn't watch a lot of them last season, but they're going to struggle. And I've not seen anything which makes me think they've made some incredible signings. But I think 23rd for Cardiff is completely fair. Oh, say Pompey are winning. Next up in 22nd, I have got Stoke. To be honest, I think Bolton are going to stay up. They're a massive club, and to be fair, I had made this prediction this morning before the game, but they did just beat Preston on their opening game, which is good news for them, making a statement. I think Bolton are doing enough to stay up. So they're not in this list. That last relegation spot was tough. There's two teams I've got, so I'm going to tell you who I think is going down, which is Stoke, then who I think might just stay up. Stoke have not done amazing business. They've got quite lucky in a few seasons with certain players like Sorba Thomas. I don't know what he was doing last year or what training plan he was on or what he was eating, but for half of the season, he was playing like the Championship Maradona. Scored a load of goals and they did really well. They were second for a bit, and obviously then they dropped off. But I think it's Stoke's time. There's a few teams in this league, Millwall, for example, who just are Championship. They don't seem to go down. They don't seem to go up. They stay in it for ages. Stoke, I think it might be their time. It's just a feeling I'm latching onto. I don't know everything about Stoke, but whenever I've watched Stoke, they haven't looked particularly incredible. They've not done great business. I think it's their time. I think Stoke will go down. Just missing out on that relegation spot, so surviving in the Championship. I have got Charlton. Charlton are rubbish. They are really, really rubbish at football, and they play really rubbish football. That's because the man who's in charge is Nathan Jones. Obviously, I can't stand the bloke because he came to my club, told us he was one of the best managers in Europe, and he was horrendous, and it was an awful time. And there's a great song we sing. It's brilliant. I can't probably say on this podcast because it's a bit rude. But Charlton, I think, will just survive. I think they've got enough in their team to keep them up. Nathan Jones is a good manager at this standard. He's not amazing. He will never push a team up to promotion, I think. But his record is pretty good. There's a record he had in the League One, not last season, the Championship obviously, but the season before. It was like in 30 games, he'd gone 1-0 up. He won 29 and drew 1. He knows how to win a game of football when it's in their hands. If they go 1-0 up in a game of football, you do not want to play against them. They drew against us last season. We drew 1-1. It was just tough. It was horrible to play. They sit in a low block, they defend well, and they've just got a good system there. So I think over that, I think they'll find enough to stay up, but they're not going to do well. They're not going to do anything incredible. They're going to be down there. I just think that they've got enough to stay up, but nothing to keep them pushing up. Okay, into the top 8. I might cover it quickly while we're here. 8 teams in the playoff. If it's not broke, don't fix it. That's what I'm going to say on that. You don't need to do it. The playoffs are great. Top 6 is great. Just do it. Don't change it. But more money, more TV rights, more big games. I'm not surprised it's happened, to be completely honest. Interesting to an extent. So obviously, I'll explain it quickly if you don't understand listening or watching from home. So 3rd and 4th get a bye into the semi-finals of the playoff. 8th plays 5th, 6th plays 7th, and the way it's going to work is the team who finishes higher get the home advantage. So 5th and 6th will get their second leg at home. The 2 winners of that, so the winner of 5th and 8 and the winner of 6 and 7 will go against the 2 teams in the playoff. So if you're 3rd, you will play against the lowest ranked team. If you're 4th, you play against the next lowest ranked team. That's how they're going to do the playoffs this season. So in 8th, I have got QPR. I think they've recruited really, really well. They've got a lot of depth in their squad now. They've signed some big name players. And to be honest, they're due a good season. I just think it's going to click for them. I think they're going to do it. I think they're going to get in the playoffs. They're due a playoff run. Dennis Kirkin at left back's ridiculous. That's a great bit of business. They signed Pierce Charles in goal. I think that's seriously top. I like that a lot. I think he's going to do really well for them. They've just done good business and they've got a good manager. I think they're going to do it. I think they're going to push playoffs. I think they're going to come 8th. 7th, and I don't want to say it, but I think it will be Wrexham. I think they're going to get this big fairy tale season that they've been waiting for ages. I don't think they'll win the playoffs, but I reckon they're going to get in it. We'll see Ryan Reynolds on the TV and everyone will be coming down for their big game. But I think Wrexham will come 7th. They've made some good business. We all know the money they've got to spend. They sign players left and right worth a load of money. They're a decent team. They've got a good following. So I think Wrexham 7th is pretty fair for them this season. Again, last season, that would be missing out on playoffs, but because of the extended playoffs this season, they're going to stretch him. 6th is my maybe underdog, but someone I don't think a lot of people are talking about, because I think the top 5 is really set this year. But as 6th, I've got Norwich. Oh, the manager's incredible. I mean, they were in the relegation zone. They were looking like they were going down last season. New manager came in and they were pushing playoffs at the end of the year. It was a stretch. They weren't really going to get there, but it was possible. A couple more wins and they would have got it. They've got some great players. Their attack is dangerous. They've got that Makama. They've got the Toure. They've got 2 really good strikers there who will score a lot of goals, I think, for them this season. They are a Premier League experienced club. They've been in and around the Prem for a bit. They've got a great gaffer. I think the only thing that lets them down is their home stadium is atrocious. There is no atmosphere in Carrow Road one bit. But I think they've got enough now to push into that playoff spot. Like I said again, it's quite similar to the Premier League sort of this season. I think your top 6, top 5, top 6 area is so nailed on that it's kind of just the best of the rest you've got to work out. So that's why I've gone QPR, Wrexham and Norwich as those 3 to get in. So we're moving on to 5th place. 5th place, we've got Burnley. Burnley 5th. The 3 that came down, I think Burnley are blatantly, obviously, the weaker side. Their business really hasn't been great. They lost Esteve, who was by far their best player. He went to Leipzig, I think, for like £30 million. They have lost to Chauner in midfield. They've lost Florentino. They've lost a lot of big players, and from so far what I've seen, they've not recruited particularly well. Manager doesn't make me go crazy. Like, there's nothing there. There's stuff with the top 4 which is making me think they're going to go and do it. Burnley are a good club. They've got enough depth, and they are a Premier League club technically. They've been there for a lot of time. You know, they've been in and around it. I think they'll get the top 5, but I just don't think they're going to have enough to stretch the top 2 to push for autos or even get closer in that playoff rank. So I've got Burnley at 5th place. 4th place, Borough. Hate them. They're awful. I don't like them. Their fans are a bunch of crybabies and they think they're the most entitled people in the world. Unfortunately, the rest of the league isn't at the quality. People are overrating Borough completely 100% because everyone's trying to say they're in this automatic promotion race playoff. They're not even going to be near it. It's not going to happen. The top 3 are so strong, they won't be near it. They've recruited really well. Can't think of it. It might be Vitnik, the goalkeeper I think they signed from United. Looks pretty decent. Lancashire, really good player. I think he's going to do well. They picked up a couple other people in midfield. Obviously, I mean, they got 21 million quid from a sell-on clause from Morgan Rogers. I mean, that is just bananas, but fair play. That's why you put them in place. So I think they've done good business. They've got a good back in. They're obviously going to want to come out the league with something after they are the first team in history to lose in the playoffs twice. That was quite impressive. Well done, Borough. Promotion dodgers, as we know. Third place, it really pains me to say it, but I think it's going to be us. I think Saints are going to come third this year. The -4 could be really costly. Fourth place is crap. It's rubbish. I have -4 points. You kicked us out the playoffs. You don't need to give us another ban for next season. I just think it's completely unjustified. But there you are. Everyone hates us. They don't want us to do well. So what can you do? We're going to be really good. We're going to be hot this year. We're going to be on it. We've got Peretz in goal, Laren up front. We lost Charles, which was a big loss, but 30 million. Fine, take it. It's all right. If we can keep Yanda, he's a massive player for us. Keep Harwood Bellis, keep Cienza. Azaz is huge, obviously. I love that man to bits. I get bullied in the group chat because I think he's unbelievable, which he is because he's got 65 goal contributions in 3 seasons, which no one else has even come close. So I love my Azaz. I'm not going to talk about him too much or I'm going to get so much stick in the group chat. Azaz is obviously quality. He's really creative, scores goals. Laren is going to bring us so much for a full season. Cienza, joke. Peretz, best keeper in the league. Yanda, probably the best box-to-box in the league. Team's a joke. Team is a joke. Number 2, so obviously Wolves and West Ham are the last 2, unless you thought I had them below 9th, which obviously I'm not because I'm not crazy. I have gone Wolves to come second. I saw them last night. It's the opening game of the season. Obviously, I can't say a lot from one game, obviously. They're missing something. Can't work out what it is, but they've got a really good backing. Their home crowd is top. Been to Molineux a few times. Probably one of the biggest backings from a team. It's really loud. And there's a big feel around the club. They've brought Jimenez back in. That's a massive factor to make the fans believe, make them have something to support. They've got a really strong team. I don't know how Mateus Mane is still there. He's a top player. I said to Nick yesterday when we were watching the game, Mane is doing what he should. He needs a season in the Championship. It's going to boost his development massively. It's what Dibbling should have done with Saints when we went down. He didn't do it. There you are. They've got Jimenez. They've got Adam Armstrong. Is so infuriating to watch. So infuriating to watch. But if you look at his numbers, you can't argue with him. He scores a load of goals every season. So Jimenez and Armstrong as a front pair is strong. It's really strong. Their midfield, Manetzi in midfield. We were watching him last night. This guy needs to be stopped. What do you mean they've got a box-to-box CDM who makes attacking runs, gets 1-on-1 with keepers and puts them away comfortably? He's going to be huge for them this season. Trippier's a big addition. Mosquera and Totti at the back, 2 decent centre-backs again. I just think Wolves will be really good. And I think this top 3 is going to be so competitive. I'm really looking forward to watching it. Which leads me on to the last one, which is West Ham to win the title. How is Bowen staying at West Ham? Please tell me how he's staying at West Ham. I don't understand it. I don't know. I know we'll probably, it's his father-in-law will probably kick his ass if he left. But he's going to score 25 plus probably this season. He bags for fun in the Premier League. Premier League to the Championship is a big drop. He's going to score a hatful of goals. Obviously, West Ham's business so far hasn't been as good as they'd like. I've seen a lot of their fans sort of on Twitter complaining about the business. A lot of fans aren't happy at all, but you've got to look at it. Like, they've got Bowen. Their team, they've still got Ward-Prowse. They've got Tati Castellanos. Like, their team it's still so stacked. They've got Walker Peters at one fullback, Malik Diouf in the other, Mavropanos. Their team is still so stacked. It's hardly changed from last year. Obviously, they made a load of money on Matty Fernandez and Somerville. I think they're going to win it. I don't want to say comfortably, but they're going to be the clear favourites. I think Wolves will be within touching distance. There'll be a few times West Ham lose one, Wolves win one, and it goes close. But I think West Ham will win the league. I really do think West Ham will win the league. And that is basically my predictions from relegation and playoffs. It's going to be a good season to watch. It's going to be a really good season to watch. There's a lot of players and teams who I think will surprise people. QPR being my big one. I really think they're going to surprise people this season and do really well. But yeah, that is it, guys. So please, if you think anything is wrong, if you think I've missed any of the playoffs, if you've got a different opinion on the new playoff system, I'd love to hear it because it's been really controversial at the moment. But that is my championship prediction. So I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.